Osmania University. Thank you very much, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. And Praveen, thank you for your nice introduction about me. Good morning, students. It is a very important topic. What is this brain chemistry? Why? Because nowadays we all know that present scenario in Delhi. What is that? Even the schools have been closed due to the pollution. So now we have to just go for cleaner environment. That is most important. So for that reason, I have taken this particular topic to give some tips about this particular topic. And we all are chemists, we know that we will be polluting a lot in our laboratories. So I would like to just give some of the tips about this topic. Sir, yeah, we all know that chemistry from morning to evening, from the bed till evening, chemistry plays a major role in the society, and it is an part of this particular society, other society. Because we know whatever we are using, whatever the even by steaming also in our body, some chemical is being released, isn't it? So such an important topic it is, and because it provides us multitude of opportunities to go for this particular thing. So chemistry is king of the science. We have to accept this point. Nowadays, before when we were the PhD students or MSc students, chemistry was the compulsory subject to opt in any science, either in physical sciences or in the biological sciences. It was very important. But nowadays they have been merged with some of the subjects, and then they are providing only chemistry. Okay, so from morning to evening, we all know that. Yeah, present days, how we are using the tablets. Not we, your parents. From morning, they start with thyroid tablet, BP tablet, diabetes tablet. All these tablets are being used. How can we do this particular synthesis in a greener way? That is most important. So just I wanted to share that is the importance where we have to focus on for that particular thing. And even the food, whatever we are taking from the bakeries or any attractive food streets, all it has been, it has multitudinal effect. It has a positive effect, at the same time it also has negative effect also. But our chemistry plays a major role. So better first we have to go for how it will be positively beneficial to the society. So I've taken some things like this, and next, even the coloring agents we have seen so beautifully, our juices and all, some natural juices, all are there. They are nothing but it involves in the chemistry. And even these automobiles, without chemistry, there is no automobile and there is no any thing made of. And you can see this double decker also. Previously, we used to have, now smart double deckers are there. Just giving the sign, it is going for the whatever the destiny it want to reach. Even the trains also. So, but at the same time, this is so good. They are giving so many opportunities by developing our chemistry in easier way. Now we can see that nanomaterial is also there. You might have heard about the nanomaterial, isn't it? So by using those nanomaterial also, they are preparing so wonderful things. This is very bullet train, speed train, and even our aeroplanes. All these things, what they are being prepared by using chemical technologies only. But at the same time, we have to protect our environment also. So how does this chemistry serve in our life? That is important. And organic compounds, wherever we see organic compounds, they play a major role. For simple example, in our DNA also, amino acids are present, isn't it? So we have to protect by use means we have to make a better life by using this organic chemistry. And it is very much important in our daily life. And you can see here, we have to discover the tablets or even pharma industries, they are formulating the things. But how much they are interested for formulating the things by not polluting the system is important there. So this is an example where quinine, you know that it is a anti-malarial this drug, and drugs are very important in our life or present days. So this warfarin also is an anticoagulant. Without anticoagulant, we know that what happens, isn't it? If any injury is there, continuous bleeding will be there. So immediately it will be protected by that. And we are very much known about this anti-cancer treatment agent that is Tebicotin. That is very nowadays. Many of the people are suffering with this cancer, different types of cancer, and for preventing the cancer also, our chemistry is playing a major role. And next slide is some of the topics are there. This yeah. So this is an most regularly used antibiotic, and we know that from nowadays, if just we expose to air outside, how much pollution is going on, and what is the effect we are facing? Our lungs are being totally damaging, and when we go and approach the doctor, immediately what he say, he gives some antibiotics. So without antibiotics also, our survival rate is being reduced. So that is the scenario where our chemistry is so important, and at the same time, we also have to think about the protection of the environment. So these examples, they are giving the development for the mankind. At the same time, it gives us constructive as well as destructive also, isn't it? So these all are whatever we have seen above things. They are very constructive because nowadays we are very much in a comfortable zone. We are not working hard. We are getting into the cab and coming here with a nice AC, and we are not even exposed to just by walking or anything. We want all the comforts. So it is better whatever we have used chemistry and doing this one. But how much we are polluting the system is also important. So here, pollution means we are what destroying the environmental factors, isn't it? So we have air pollution, water pollution, as well as land pollution. We know very well that present days, wherever we go and see onto the seashore, many plastic is being floated onto that area. And do you know, is plastic a dissolvable or destroyable thing? It is not destroyable. Why it is not destroyable? See, we are not picking the natural sources. What we are doing the synthesis. By doing the synthesis, if it is a natural one, nature is so beautiful that it will make and it will destroy and it will go in. That is what generally it obeys the law of this nature. But here we are preparing it synthetically. So in synthesis, we have to think about the destroying nature also. How it is affecting the what environment that we are not thinking. We are producing it, but we are not destroying in a proper way. But that only our water is being polluted as well. The air is being polluted, and you can see many of the industries in around, I think in Patanjali, yeah, in Patanjali, that area, if you see, we can see the cloudy, this is visibility. Why all the fumes are going on to the air, and it is not polluting only that particular area. It is spreading, and we all are also intaking that particular one. Just if we go out for a 1 hour in our city by auto, automatically our voice will be changing. That is the effect what we are undergoing present days. And all these things, there are not many industries which are polluting the system. Contamination of water, we can see there are a lot of this by our all affiliates of the industries. That is either it can be a paint industry or a dyeing industry, or it can be a this pharma industry. All these things, what they are doing, they're simply throwing the affiliates into the water. But how the water is affected? We are taking that water, even though it is purified, it will not be 100% purified. We are again taking the water for our daily life. So what? There also the water pollution, it is affecting our nature, isn't it? So see how the area is. So now presently every area of any river or ocean, the water means the water. Yeah, it will be like this particular thing. And nowadays they are seeing many they say
గణేష్ నిమజ్జనం అప్పుడు
నిమజ్జనం అదే కలర్ డై చేస్తుందండి మనందరికి కూడాను 12 years ఒకసారి వస్తుంది కదా yeah so they asked us to go into the pushkara and go for bath, and they are asking us to indirectly go for this, isn't it? So our health will be totally destroyed. Why? Because పూర్వం ఏంటంటే మనము అలా చేసుకుంటే చాలా శుద్ధమైన నీరుతో ఒకసారైనా స్నానం చేసుకుని వస్తే చాలా మంచిది అని నేను. But nowadays that factor is not there, isn't it? We are not even seeing there. Total pollution around that particular shore, and we are to step into that particular one also, we are not feeling so comfortable. That is the present scenario by the water pollution. And so how the water is affecting, we all know that many of us will suffer with the area when we go to such type of places where the water is being polluted. And 10% also death is also happening here. Why? Because some of the people will not be having that much of what immunity power to go into this particular one, and after their health has been disturbed also, by going into the medical procedure, they will not be able to come out from that particular diseases. So fastly it is being affected. This is the industrial waste. They are dumping. Simply they want to prepare the whatever the things they want to prepare, either plastics or any kind of plastic they want to make. But at the same time, the waste is being disposed onto the earth. How it is being means disturbing the environment, they are not bothered about. So it is only the industries that are responsible for this particular scenario. What? Is it only industries, if they correct themselves, is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah. Even our colleges, universities, teachers, and from your student side also, that has to be there. ఎక్కడో అక్కర్లేదు మనం ఇవన్నీ చేస్తున్నాం, ఇవి మన డైలీ లైఫ్ లో కెమిస్ట్రీ అని చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. సింపుల్ గా మన ఇంటి చుట్టూ గో అరౌండ్ యువర్ హోమ్ అండ్ సీ ఇఫ్ ఎనీ స్టాగ్నెంట్ వాటర్ ఇస్ దేర్, compulsory there will be lot of mosquitoes there, and due to malaria many people will be affected a lot, their health, isn't it? Just if you clean this particular area also, it is more important. And presently the Delhi people, badly suffering. There is a hotel schools have been closed, and many of the people are affected. Their lung diseases are there. At the same time, alternate day, every alternate day, the vehicle has to be used. That is the condition they are facing. So we have to protect our Hyderabad. It is also going to become like that because of many of the vehicles where they are giving the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide pollution. So we have to protect ourselves, and not protect ourselves means each and every person is responsible for this particular scenario. And see the conditions, what they do, and we are presently following old methods only, isn't it? In our laboratories. For simple example, bromination of acetanilide. We are not modifying ourselves. We are not using latest techniques. We are going to the older techniques which are being already existing. We have to change ourselves. So teachers are responsible for this particular things. See here, there are many examples, but I have taken only some of the things. So you can see liquid bromine, and that is very toxicated. When you take this saline acetic acid, and when you go for the bromination, how it will be, your eyes will be burning like anything, isn't it? It's very toxicated. It's not so good for health, and it will diminish our lifespan also by inhaling those things. Even carbon tetrachloride, benzene. If you inhale benzene for few minutes, that much toxins will be entering into our body. And whenever our immunity system is lowered, at that moment your toxin will be affecting the weaker section of your body, weaker part of your body. So that is the effect of that particular. Even simple HCl also. HCl, if you inhale the fumes, your lifespan will be reduced. If you are just taking the fume for few minutes, the lifespan will be reduced for whatever the minute ratio into years. That will be the ratio. 1 minute means 1 year span will be down. Like that it will be. But we are not bothered about that one. We are thinking like that particular one only. Isn't it? So teachers are much responsible, and we are taking the older one only. So if you don't see this, if you do not clean the surroundings, okay, you leave it, but don't dirt the surroundings, don't pollute it. That will give, if you're not, every person, if he is bothered in such a way, some part of that particular cleanliness will be reduced and dirtiness will be reduced. So this is very important, and be a part of the society for cleanliness. See this picture. What can you get from this particular picture?
Lack of oxygen is the new one.
చెప్పండి ఏంటండి ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ కరెక్ట్, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ కరెక్ట్. సో in future we will be carrying our oxygen, own oxygen. We have to produce a plant, we have to protect that plant, and we have to carry that plant for our oxygen. That will be the scenario in future. So better for global concern, we have to use safer chemicals, okay, and safer procedures. This is more important, where we have to take the environmental benign means whatever the friendly approaches are there, that we have to go for. Friendly approaches అంటే డ్యామేజ్ చేయకుండా ఉంటేనే మనం ఫ్రెండ్లీ అప్రోచెస్ అన్నాము. సో minimizing everything, chemistry means compulsory, it involves some of the very, very important toxic chemicals also to prepare. But at the same time, we have to take in ratio that it has to be minimized. It should not be byproduct. that has to be done there. So one of the trusted area is target for the green chemistry. Nowadays, this green chemical synthesis is very important and we are using it in our research. And mostly my research area is only green chemistry area. I will be reducing all the, whatever the waste process is there, that I will reduce that process and go over the synthesis method. So green chemistry looks like preventing the pollution. And you can see the definition here. It reduces or eliminates the generation of the hazardous substances and to protect the health and environment also. So this is being started in 1990 by Paul Anatas. He is the father of green chemistry. So he was like thinking of how to get the green synthesis, and he has given some of the principles, that is 12 principles. Do you know these principles? Did you see this principle previously? Did you study this? No. So you can see here very clearly, prevent the waste. Waste means if you minimize the byproduct, that will become a prevention only. Or when you are using the solvents, if you reduce the solvent or if you use less solvent for preparation of any synthesis, that will give the prevention of waste. And minimizing atom economy. Did you study about atom economy? Atom economy. What is atom economy? Do you know it or no?
ఆటం అంటే
Okay. Good, I can explain it. So, why to repeat that I want. So here, atom economy means simple example. Gibbs order reaction is there. Diene plus dienoxide. It is giving an adduct. That adduct is, that means whatever the reactants are used, that reactants 100% if it is perfect products, then it is called as atom economy. Okay. So మీకు ఏంటంటే అక్కడ బై ప్రోడక్ట్ అనేది రావట్లేదు. So what, there is no any waste there. You won't get any waste there. 100% product is formed there. And less hazardous chemicals for synthesis. Less hazardous means generally mostly we will be using benzene as very free solvent in our synthesis. Now I think it is banned. It is banned because we are using, we don't know the effect of the calcium, we are using it. So totally they have banned that particular one. Like that particular things, if any very important thing like the acetic acid is there, in some of the reactions, acetic acid plays a major role. For simple example, preparation of charcoals. Unless until you have acetic acid placed there, you won't get a charcoal. That is aldehyde plus ketone. When they are going through the reaction, compulsory acetic acid will be involved there, or your base also will be involved in some of the reactions. So there we have to take it in nominal percentage, and it should not be a waste coming out from that particular one, or any hazardous, even some cyanides also will be used in the reaction, in addition reactions. You want to prepare a cyanide product, then automatically sodium cyanide, like that we will be using it, isn't it? When you are using that particular one, it should be very minimal or equal ratio. It should not be a byproduct formed there. So that is important. And next is safer chemicals and safer products. Many of the reactions when we see, if sulfur or phosphorus, when they are involved, or when we are going for the semi-micro analysis also, when you are doing the anion cation analysis in your degree, you might have done that. So when you do that particular one, in the second stage, you will be using H2S. H2S. It is a very foul gas. instead of that particular one, in that particular place, we can also replace something, isn't it? Instead of your H2S, you can take sodium sulfide solution and add to the particular one, where this pollution will be reduced there. So like that, the product formed also should not affect the environment. And safer solvents, safer reaction condition. This is very, 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 very important. Safer solvents. Already we discussed about the solvents, that is benzene, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, all these things generally avoiding is better. Why? Because greener solvents are preferred here. And the most important thing is safe conditions. For example, I can say one example, beautiful example. When the conditions are not properly maintained, when the pressure is exceeded or the temperature is exceeded, some loss will be happening. Here in our pharma industries, most of this is very regularly happening. And very best example I think in 1980s, Bhopal gas explosion. That is, it's a science. Very, very bad experience. And it is in 90s it happened, but till the date, the people are suffering with that particular impact. It is so bad, it should not happen. Why? Because of their some conditions imbalance, that exposure has been happened. So that is very, very important. And another thing is this increasing the energy efficiency. That means exothermic reactions. Exothermic reactions. When they are there, automatically we have to think in such a way that if energy is being produced, how to protect that energy. H2, simply. Nowadays, we are very much important about all the gases. All the gases. Why? Because we are not getting gases in cheaper rate, or it is not so free available in the commercial area. So whatever the energy is there, we can reuse that energy. It can be converted in that way, or the energy. In another terms, we can say when the reaction is done, what we are doing, first we will take the oil bath, heat the oil with gas. Then it goes to the whatever the container is there, it will heat that container. Then it goes into the solution heating. After that, the reaction is starting. You have to make a synthesis in that way that energy wastage should not be happening there. So you have to think what will be the better opportunity for that particular. And renewable feedstock. That means mostly water recycling process. If that is happened, we can regenerate whatever this byproducts are there. It will be again carried out to the process of synthesis. If that is done, then it will be very excellent. And avoiding the chemical derivatives. Mostly, see here in our in preparation of glucose, D-glucose and N-glucose will be formed. Racemic mixtures wherever are there. One of the mixture is important for us. Another mixture is toxic for us. Isn't it? So if you reduce that particular one, automatically the whatever the toxic one is there, it will be eliminated. Or if you're not taking that care, what happens is sometimes instead of D-glucose, N-glucose will be labeled as D-glucose, and if it is taken, some of the damage in the health will occur, isn't it? So that is very, very, and derivatives also, many other byproducts like their derivatives will be formed. Instead of orthopara, even meta-director also will be coming in that particular one. And next is usage of catalyst. What is the role of catalyst? Did we hear about the catalyst? What is the role of catalyst? Increases the only increasing rate of reaction. most important point is there in the catalyst. It will catalyst involves in the reaction, but it provides the reaction media to proceed and it will come out. It does not involve in the reaction. That is more important. So here, catalysts play a beautiful role in all the organic synthesis. Platinum, palladium, you will be seeing in hydrogenation process, dehydrogenating agents. There are many metals which are involving for, because D block elements, they are meant as catalysts. D block elements are meant as catalysts. Why? Because they generate, they provide the area for the synthesis and they come out of the area. Okay, so that is important. And next one is designs, chemical and product degradation. That is very important. Very important. See here, most why this plastic is not degraded, means it is not going for the decomposition. Whenever a reaction is done, whenever the product is come, whenever the byproduct is come, it has to be destroyed. For example, neem leaf. Whatever the natural process is there, that natural process, it picks. ఒక కట్టెలు ఉన్నాయండి, మీరు కట్టెలు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, నేచురల్ ప్రాసెస్ వాటిని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు, మళ్ళీ అవి డిఫర్మేట్ అయిపోతున్నాయి. Somehow from one matter to another matter is converting, but it is not destroying any environment. But plastic is not like that. Plastic, it is remain on the earth, it is polluting the system. When the temperatures are modified, the effect of the plastic is converting from one form to another form, and it is polluting us. So we should not use such type of material where the degradation process is done. Okay, so that is important. And next is analyze the real time to prevent the pollution. Actually, what we do is mostly see fans, lights. Even though now presently we are working here, but when we go out, we are not bothered. This colleague will look after that one, that assistant will look after that one. Why we have to bother this one? We will be going on. What happens? It is wasting, isn't it? So you have to analyze the real time. Don't keep your whatever the chemical reaction is there. If it is completed in 15 minutes, you have to monitor the reaction. That is most important. You don't know whether it is completed in 15 minutes or 1 hour. But monitoring, when you monitor the reaction, you will know the correct time, at which time this has been, the reaction is completed. So real-time analysis is most important there. And the last one is minimum potential for accident. Nowadays we are seeing, but now I think it has been quite good. The conditions are good. But previously, when the farmers are there, when the reactions are done, lithium, aluminum hydride, such type of reagents, what they do, they burst, because if they have the moisture, immediately they will go for the blast. So, like that particular thing, many chemists, they undergo the accidents. So we have to minimize the accident. We have to protect the reaction media in such a way that the conditions are very favorable to the safer methods. Okay, so these are the general things. Same things. So. Okay. So prevention is better than cure. So if we prevent or if you protect, then automatically, మనం అంటాం కదా జనరల్ ఏమంటాం, లెస్ లగేజ్ మోర్ కదా. ఒక బ్యాగ్ తీసుకొని వెళ్తే మనము పరిగెట్టుకుంటూనైనా ఎక్కేయచ్చు బస్సు, లేదంటే బస్ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఎక్కేయచ్చు. అదే ఒక 10 బ్యాగులు పట్టుకొని వెళ్ళామంటే బస్ అప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఎక్కువ కదా. దట్ ఈస్ దే. So here also prevention is better than cure. When you are doing the reaction, if you are taking the measures, then we will not have such type of problem. And he is an Indian chemist. This person is an Indian chemist. And this chemist, when he heard about the green chemistry principles, immediately he has started the green synthesis. And he proved that all the green chemical synthesis, whatever the principles are there, they can be, but means we can go through those, every of the particular one to be taken considered in the reaction. So he is the person who has given this. And he says all these are the green synthetic methods, that is atom economy, less hazardous, safer solvents, energy efficiency, renewable material, that's recycling process, catalyst, reducing the steps also is very, very important. And another thing is waste prevention. Reducing the steps also is very important. Total synthesis used to be there in previous preparation methods. Totally it used to be 15 steps to get a drug. But nowadays, and in 15 steps, how many reagents, reactants will be involved and products, byproducts will be formed. That is highly, it is difficult to get a simpler way. So they thought that it has to be minimized where a reagent can directly convert into single limiting the steps. Okay, so that is most important there. So here we are seeing the reactants converting to the products, and so it will not be the. Yeah, this is very important. See here. In US, when they are preparing this particular chemical, whatever the drugs are there, at that moment, what is happening, what has been happened is, they are throwing the waste like anything. That waste, US is, expenditure is, see that, how much it is, how many crores it is? 120 crores they are spending per hour to dispose the waste. To means so badly they are spending the money for waste to be removed from their country. So that is the scenario presently. So if you minimize the synthetic methods or you minimize the pollution, this expenditure will be diverted to some other good things. So you can see the example for atom economy. See, dilene plus dienophile it is giving adduct. That adduct is 100% it is forming. No, not even a single atom is being left over there. So these conditions generally, when you see this particular reaction, this we will be doing in our laboratory. So ethanol is wasted, sodium bromide is wasted, and the reaction media is going for only 27.45% where the reaction is done. So how much byproduct is there, you can see there. So such type of reactions are to be avoided to get the green synthesis. And you can see here atom economy. Generally here it is a cyclization method. It is also 100% product formation. What we are doing, just adding some drops of HCl, by which the product HCl or H2SO4, only few drops is converted to the cyclization method, and it is giving rise to 100% product. At the same time, this is also used. So I just told you all that this was the mice. It is being come out during the preparation of this particular one. The blast of this happened in Bhopal. See, this was the scenario where actually I wanted to show you at that moment, but given the example, this was the condition of the people when the exposure was happening. అందరు పడుకున్నప్పుడు ఈ బ్లాస్ట్ జరిగింది. సో ఎక్కడికక్కడికి అసలు పిట్టల్లాగానే రాలిపోయారు. అంటే అసలు ఎవ్వరు కూడా ఆ ఏరియాలో అండ్ దాని యొక్క ఎఫెక్ట్ in present days also they are facing the flood. We have to see this line. Presently, now at this time, that region people, they are coming with the birth like this. That so we have to avoid hazardous chemicals, minimize the pollution. So, in our principles, we said that green solvents. Mostly here you can see all the three things that are giving rise to total 75 to 95%. 95% of the atom economy is there, and it is done in water. Water is the green solvent where it can give very clearly the synthesis can happen. But this is the total organic synthesis by green method. So when you take a reaction, it should be free of toxic solvents. That is very, very important for green solvents. Yeah. This is most important. Best solvent is without using it. Without using any solvent. Can it be possible? Can it be possible? No? No, yes. Is it possible? No. Generally, for our mindset, we will say no. Isn't it? Because we don't know the other synthetic methods by without using solvents. So, efficiency, economy, and environmental benign synthesis, it is there. You can prepare without that particular one. And here, you can design in such a way that energy efficiency also can be increased. Conventional heating is you are wasting the energy, and Bunsen burner is you are wasting the energy. Even when you take the Bunsen burner heating, half of the energy is being diverted toward the outer side. Only few part of the energy is converted into, means it is used for your reaction media. Oil bath, mantle, all this, they are taking much energy for this particular process. The energy designing, if you take, you have to think about that particular one. And when you heat, means in this particular things, heat, water bath, మనం ఏదైతే హీట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నామో we are not heating that particularly. What we are doing, unwanted things we are heating, solvent we are heating, apparatus we are heating and cooling sometimes. We will be cooling that particular one, again go for why we are heating, why we are cooling, why we are using the energy. That is all is waste, isn't it? So double energy penalty without the accurate benefit. What benefit we are spending there? Nothing. Alternative energy sources are there. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు ఇప్పుడు క్యాంపస్ లో నాకు తెలిసి సోలార్ ఎనర్జీ తీసుకుంది. And now our government is also giving the subsidy for solar energy. We, as the chemists or the educators are educated persons, we have to educate the other people to get solar panels onto our homes. Because lot of the energy from the natural source, we are not grabbing it, we are going for the usage of the whatever the gas which is there or any other substances which are generating the energy. Why to waste the energy? And another, these are the three methods where very beautifully our synthetic process will be done. That is microwave irradiation. And this ultrasonicator. Ultrasonicator is a very, very best thing by just where we can see this particular one is sound. Sound will generate vibrations. The vibrations converts one chemical form into another chemical. So beautiful it is. By taking very little energy, your sound is converting the chemical reagents to the product, reactants to the product side. So beautiful that is. And microwave, when microwave irradiation is there, the microwave will not give much wastage or product. Okay. What happens is, I can give this like this. Next. This slide, you can see here, generally, when oil bath is there, you can see this one. In oil bath, first we have to heat the oil bath, then we have to heat the container, then it is going into the solvent. After that, it will reach your reaction media. When you go for the microwave, just by microwave irradiation, directly your substances are converted into the products. That means from all the sides, energy is grabbing into the reaction media. No wastage of energy is happening in this particular one. So microwave, okay, when that would see here, when this is happening, what is happening is basically the first చివర్లో ఉన్న ఏదైతే కెమికల్ ఉంటుందో అది స్లోగా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది, తర్వాత లోపలికి వెళ్ళి అది కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో heat is not uniformly given to the substances, by which byproducts can be more in this particular case, and you will get the more byproducts from there. When you go for this particular microwave heating, at all the regions, that energy is being given in the equal form, and it will be converted totally. Most of the, if it is in conventional method, if it is a 50% form, in microwave irradiation, it will be more than 80% form. So we are reducing the byproduct. So something is better than nothing, isn't it? So what we are doing, we are cleaning up some wastage. We are reducing the wastage here. So this is one of the methods. It is very, very important. So we can, in your laboratories, you can use this particular things for conversion of this aldehydes into the acids and alcohols. So this is Cannizzaro reaction, and you can use it. You will get within, and very important in this time. మనం ఏం చేస్తాము, రియాక్షన్ మీడియాలో 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours వెయిటింగ్ పెట్టేసి అలా వదిలిపెట్టే స్టాండర్డ్స్ పెట్టేసి వెళ్ళిపోతాం. బట్ హియర్ ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ మినిట్స్ it will be irradiated and it's converted product. Time saving, energy saving, and product saving. So greener things are happening in microwave. These are the preparations from your laboratories where you are preparing all these things in your MSc laboratories. You can take, you now at least you can convert these things for greener methods. And this is very, very important. This acetanilide bromination is very tough process. And we are, that is what bromine in water we will be taking, and that we will add into this particular one, or acetic acid. Either in acetic acid or in water we will be taking that particular one. And when we are adding this particular one, lots of bromine fumes are coming out and we are exposed to that one, our eyes will be burning like anything. And our eyes itself is death. So it is a non-green one and lot of corrosive molecule, that is your bromine is involved in liquid bromine. The simple method is this one. This is a clay. This clay with your KBr in presence of water and ethanol. Very little amount of ethanol is used here. When you are doing this reaction, such type of fumes are not. So such type of fumes are not generated and it will be minimized. This method is very nice method of green chemical synthesis. All these are like that only. You can see here FeCl3 with water reflux, and even if you want to waste the save the energy, you can go for that. And generally, with this particular process, they are using cetoacetate, sulfuric acid, but green methods are there wherein you can use K10 clay, that is with ethyl acetate. If you use, you will get this particular synthesis. These are the some of the green synthesis. So thank you all. Readouts. Notes.
ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు మేడం తో, మీరు తెలుగులో అడగొచ్చు, తెలుగులో చెప్తారు మేడం.
మీకు అర్థమైందా? అయిందా? ఏమర్థమైంది? అయినా కూడా మీరు ఏం కన్క్లూజన్ వచ్చారు మీకు విన్నాక? పొల్యూషన్ రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి. మన వంతు పొల్యూషన్ మనం రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి. ఇవన్నీ మనం కెమిస్ట్రీ పరంగా మాట్లాడుతున్నాము. బట్ we have to reduce pollution in our daily life also. Should not waste plastic or whatever the use is there that we have to think and do. Any doubts? No doubts.
Why you are not asked? Yesterday you also gave paragraph this time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are all here.
Yes. You must learn.
Clara room is candidate. And we prepare like greener method also. You try by green next time.
Yes, they have that green chemistry part is there, right? The third semester. They have some practical paper is there and theory paper is there for that. They will encounter individual.
Actually, in my research, mostly conventional method I avoided. And I was doing the research in such a way that how it is conventionally as well as sonicator method and microwave method. How these three are parallelly I've done these three and compared those studies. I've seen microwave method is giving very good result. Very good result. Even your sonicator method is giving. But sometimes when sonolysis is happening, it may not be 100% vibration created there. So at that moment, some of the byproduct may be there, the product will be less percentage. But when you go for the microwave, very there. It is going for the 90% period. In conventional method, it is only 60%. 80%. So I preferably say that microwave irradiation is good, but not in food.